Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have one from Ruruchi in my executive producer queue. This is Forgotten Hate by Supire. I don't know which of those is going to be the most accurate. I'm going to go with Supire just because it's the easiest one to pick from. And other than that, I don't have any other information on the song. I don't know what genre it is. I don't know if it's from a game or if it's its own individual project. And this is just an indie producer doing their thing. And I won't know if I don't listen. So I guess without further ado, let's go. Okay. Okay. Rhythm game. This is probably in a rhythm game. I'm already making that assumption. It just sounds like the type of thing that would be. I'm sure this artist is probably just an indie artist, but this has to have been in a rhythm game somewhere. It's too in line with what they usually put in rhythm games. Ooh. Okay. All right. I was not familiar with Supire's game. Why did I call him Supire? Supire, I think. Still don't know.
Just about supports the neighborhood.
Ooh. That rhythm got even more complex. Okay. Again, gotta be a rhythm game thing. God, they are making that. I don't know if I would call it a bass synth, but they're making it bounce. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. They're moving it around a lot. It's almost being treated as a melodic synth, but I think it's holding the place of the bass synth. Maybe it's doing both, playing double duty. A little bit of techno babble background noise there. Just to have something. This is surprisingly relaxed for what I've been getting from the rhythm game community recently. I'm still making that assumption. A breakbeat. It's kind of off in the distance somewhere, surfing the waves. Ooh. That was fun. It was really aggressive, bouncing it around in the ears that fast. Kind of a Doppler effect. Smooth vocal chopping too. Like the mix is just really warm. I don't know what genre this would be in. It's doing too many things that I would classify it into like 3 different genres. See, there it is again. Very melodic on the bass. Really playing around with it. Envelopes all over the place. I love that one. It's my favorite. Wow, this is interesting. It's interesting because I don't know what to think about it. It's so well made, but my brain is so confused, but so uncharacteristically relaxed. Yeah, go ahead, throw some extra echo on there. Some more reverb, make it feel really Starfieldy. Love that, dude. It again, wild how relaxed that is, but also so complex in the center. How? So I legitimately accidentally scrolled down to the comments and I saw the word Archaea, so now it all makes sense and I was correct. So no need to correct me. However, again, with the name Supire, I still don't know if that's right. That feels right, but there are so many ways you could pronounce that name. So again, if I'm wrong, tell me. But for the song itself, what the hell was that feeling I was getting? Like, I was expecting it to pick up at any given moment. At the drop of a hat, I was expecting it to double time and get really fast and like hardcore-esque. And it never really did that. It just kind of stayed weirdly relaxed. There were definitely aspects of that in there, like the breakbeat stuff, but it was all subtle. It was all just kind of scattered about in there. It wasn't ever once the focus of the song. They never picked it up to a pace where I was like, oh, there we go, let's do this, and like started to, you know, really get with it. But also, I was really with where it was. Like, I was so into this sound. Writing that razor's edge of will we, won't we on that double time was just kind of interesting to hear all the way through. And all of the sound design stuff I love about this sound and the genres they're in, it was all here. But I had the time to hear it a little bit better in this one and digest it fully because there wasn't a bunch of other stuff going on. I never had to worry about having to get back into a fast section because one never really happened. So I was able to appreciate the little things in the mixes for this, like the vocal chops and just having that be so weirdly warm. Usually those are a little bit colder, and by that I just mean kind of more aggressive in the high end. And this was just very full, a lot of low mids, and it felt nice and warm. It was just good in the mix. It felt really, 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 really nice. And then there was also the stuff like the bass in there that was almost double timing as the melody in some spots. And I was really thrown off by that because I haven't heard that in a while, where like specifically the bass is moved up to this pedestal of also being the melody. That's just usually not the way to do things. There were definitely more melodic standard stuff in here that were kind of treated more again as just accents, just stuff that was scattered throughout, not really being the focus. But there was definitely those spots, at least the two of them, where the bass sounded like it was truly the lead instrument and moving around a lot more than usual, getting a lot more range on the scale than usual, because most of the time you just stick a bass to being the bass and that's all they need to be. But for this one, it was like, no, let's like you shine a little bit, and they like pulled it up and allowed it to be in that higher register for a little bit, and it felt really good just having that there. It was like somebody coming up, shaking your hand and walking away. You're like, hey, the hell? I don't even know you, but I guess I'm cool enough for a random handshake. I don't know, that's not the best analogy, but hopefully you understand what I mean. I'm not the best with analogies in general, but I don't know another way to phrase that. It just kind of felt like it showed up, it was like, hey, and it left, you know? Finger guns and all, it just went away and it did its thing. It was like acknowledging you, and you felt kind of good about it. You don't know why, but it happened, and that's pretty cool. And just overall for this one, the mix was really nice. Again, warm on the vocals, which I've always loved. I've always preferred that myself. I think cold vocals are fine. You have to have some high end, but at the same time, something about warm vocals just feels so nice. It's like a cup of hot cocoa on a cold day. You're just like, ah, yes, here it is. The part of the day that makes it all worth it, you know, just that snuggle up sensation. It's just vocals do that for me. So when they're mixed like this, it feels really, really nice. It's like somebody friendly talking to you instead of somebody that's trying to yell at you about something or get you to understand something. And they were really broad with the mix here too. Like there was so much range. I already talked, of course, about the bass and all the melodic stuff that was like, felt like it was so out there. This had a lot of room in general. The mix was pretty big, but also not the biggest. Most of the scale here was like top down instead of wide out. It was very vertical, not horizontal in the mix, which is usually the opposite of what people do when they go for a wide mix. Usually people prefer the horizontal thing, and usually I do too, but for this one, it was almost cool kind of being able to see the layers, like the generations of earth that have piled up and contain things that are in there like fossils. You know, it's just like, ooh, there's a detail I can listen to. Ooh, something over here. What's that? Why does that sound like that? It was such a neat little game of I Spy for some reason compared to hearing it horizontally, which is more like, where is it coming from? This was, when is it coming from? You know, it's a completely different vibe. Again, not the best with analogies, but hopefully you get what I'm talking about there. I think I'm more surprised that this song only has 6.7 thousand views on this video as of now. Like, why? Is this artist not that big? I mean, they only have 1.2 thousand subscribers, but usually artists who have their stuff uploaded on something like Archaea usually end up getting a little bit more of a fan base. So maybe that's not the case here. Maybe this is just one of those like true black sheeps of that family, and they're just doing their thing, and everyone's just kind of like, yeah, we know they exist, but you know, and really aren't interested. But I think that's just because they might not have heard the right songs, because this was beautiful. And I'm sure a lot of their other work has to have similar things going on with the quality. I mean, a producer's not going to make one good song and never again make another good song. So I'm sure there's more out there, but maybe people just, you know, haven't discovered this artist yet. I feel like they need to. So hopefully this video is an introduction for some people, and go listen to more of their work. I won't, just in the off chance that people request more of this going forward, but go listen to more. I feel like they deserve it with quality like this and technical approach like this. It's subtle stuff, very subtle. Like you have to truly get in there to appreciate it, but it is definitely worth it. And the second you start paying attention to those details, you're going to see what I'm talking about and start making stupid analogies yourself, trying to justify it to other people online. And it'll be all worth it. Trust me. It's just cool to hear this level of approach to the song. And it's a different approach. Like I said, vertical, not horizontal, a weird one. I've seen it done before, but it's not nearly as common. So I think that's a really neat thing that this person's doing musically, and more people should hear it. But I will stop yapping here anyway. So thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you, Ruruchi, for putting this into the queue. I'm so glad I got to hear something like this that just kind of tilts the perspective of music for me. Every once in a while, I like to be humbled by something I'm absolutely not anticipating in sound. And this was just one of those songs. So if you have anything else you want me to listen to, leave it in the comments below and I will do my best as always. But if you want to guarantee something, much like Ruruchi did, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. There are tiers that will force me to listen to whatever you want from whoever you want. I don't care how good it is or bad it is. That's why it's a guaranteed request. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!